In different ways and with different descriptions, a lot of Native people will talk about hair as a source of spiritual strength. It's something that is an intimate part of being. But also, with hair, it's a way of saying, I am proud of and connected to and recognizable to my ancestors. And so it's just an identity affirmation. For some tribes, there's even a taboo about having someone who is not family braid your hair or things like that. Leonard Boos, who's one of our elders from Mille Lacs, he just passed away recently. He said when they were kids, if someone had a haircut, like I had a braid chopped off, they'd take the braid and they'd run it across a hot rock, and it was like cauterizing a wound. He said, so your medicine wouldn't leak out. Hair is also something that speaks to identity. So if I have a short haircut, I could easily pass as Hispanic, Filipino, maybe Arab, Greek. But with braids, it's pretty obvious that I'm a Native man. And it's also something that many Native people wear as a way to counteract their experience with invisibility. It says, here's who I am. You can imagine then the experience for people who had either spiritual or cultural beliefs about the importance of hair or saw it as an important marker of identity, then the experience going to residential boarding school and having your braids chopped off on the first day, or schools, as there are still like public schools that require boys to have a haircut above the collar. I think when people are running into resistance about keeping their hair long or run into shaming, it's usually at the implicit level. There are cases where there's just overt teasing, or there have even been cases this year in Minnesota where somebody used hair cutting as a punishment, like a teacher did that. That has happened, but I would say those are the exceptions rather than the rule or the most common practice. If somebody cut my hair or my kid's hair, I would consider that assault. So that should definitely not be happening. But even outside of that, the system we have is not working for our Indigenous learners nearly as well as it is working for everyone else. So this is an area where we need to pay special attention. I think it's important to begin by education, providing multiple perspectives. And if you got a Native man with some braids on the workforce, that will be a very powerful statement. It makes such a difference. What we put up for art, what kind of books we pick, all that stuff makes a big difference. So I think it should all be carefully considered because there's a lot at stake.